I'm not going backwards talking about things with Will and things that you may have experienced. The question I do have, though, is that that's your real friend.
100%.
So when that's your real friend and the world's talking about them, and most of the time the world doesn't know that person. They know what they saw. How, like, that's got to be a hard thing to handle, or is that just, you know, like with anybody's real friend?
I don't know anyone who has walked a straighter line than him. And when the incident happened, you know, I was one of the first people to reach out to him, and it was just kind of like, you're human. I think everybody in the world has done stuff that they regret. It's just a little bit unfortunate when it's done in the public's eyesight. You know, I was one of those people that I was kind of like, I think, you know, every black family has a Bobby Brown and a Whitney Houston in the family. That was not unusual for us to see. It was unusual for the world to see. But that's most people's aunt and uncle.
And back in the day, you let them go around the corner and they handled it.
That's it.
The difference was
Yes.
like, only the people who were at the party know that they handled it. And you're like, man, let them go outside and handle their difference.
And this was in front of the world.
Yeah.
And that was the difference. This wasn't something that was shocking. Oh my God. This is kind of like, you know, we always fight with our brothers, you know, and you know, Will and Chris have been tight for a long time. We always fight with our brothers.
I saw a response that you said when you were talking about the book that Will wrote and went around the world and was a bestseller. And without going into the book, people just read the book. If you want the details of the book, still available. But I saw you interviewed and you were like, man, I ain't writing a book. Like I'm not putting on.
Will brought all of us to Miami for a book reading before the book came out. Because he wanted to make sure that everybody was comfortable of what he had in the book. And me sitting there, listening to him read this book, I didn't even hear him read the whole book. I only heard him read a couple of the chapters. That I went to my room and I said, I'm never writing a book. That was a level of tapping into yourself that I don't know about. Will and I have been friends for 40 years. And there was things in that book that I didn't know. So to understand, he stripped away a lot of the armor to get to the real meat and potatoes to tell that story that I don't know if I want to strip my armor away.
Yeah, and let everybody in to your personal life.
I'm not even thinking about everybody else. There's things that I don't want to look at, let alone for the rest of the world to look at. And it's not like it's, you know, it's something bad. It's just sometimes you move away from things. You grow and you know, okay, this happened and I'm going to put this to the side to, you know, I have a job to do. I have a goal to reach that I don't really look at those steps. And he did.